Are you looking to learn how to play Minecraft for the first time here in 2024? If so, you came to the right place, because in this episode, I'm going to teach you how to go from this to this. Hi and welcome. My name is LouzeKraft, and today we're going to be talking about the basics like building a sword, and then upgrading that sword, and then from there, taking that sword to the next level. Let's not forget about our specialized tools like axes for taking down trees, shovels for digging up dirt, and what is that? Well, to answer that question, let's go back to the beginning. Our goal is to add a sense of realism into our playstyle to make it more entertaining while completing secret quests. It's right there, guys. It's right there. So to give this level a bit of complexity and a sense of realism, I've added a mod called Tough as Nails. And what does it do? Well, first of all, it ensures that I stay hydrated. And secondly, it makes sure that if I'm out in the sun too long, well, I'll burn to death. And as far as that secret quest goes, let's just say going from loser to winner, that's the goal. So now that you know what to expect in this level, let's play Minecraft. So typically the first thing that you want to do is go out and collect other resources like wood and stone and start building the tools that you need. However, I saw some sheep in the distance right away, and I know I need a bed, so I did that first. Now that I have some food, I need to go ahead and start worrying about my hydration. That's right. In this world, I will die of thirst, so I'm going to collect some sand to build some glass bottles. Usually within your first few minutes of playing, you'll know whether or not you have a good world. I'm very fortunate. A lot of food collected so far, and look at this. There's a tree right in front of me, so I can start building some tools. Alright, now that I have some wood, I really need to start focusing on shelter. Quick tip, first day, you don't need to worry about building a home. Just keep it simple. Sometimes simplicity is the best route. So the first thing I'm going to do is build me a chest. A chest is just 8 pieces of wood wrapped around the square, and then you'll see it on the right hand side. Hands down, the most important tool to start off with is a pickaxe. To make a pickaxe, you need 2 sticks and 3 pieces of wood, just like this. Now that I have some tools and some food, now it's time to find a shelter. What I like to do is just go find a hill and see if there's already a pre-existing hole like this one. Perfect. Let's go ahead and make this into our home for the night. Now that our home was established, I'm going to go back and pick up my crafting table that I left out here and start to decorate my home, because I'm going to be here for a few days until I get another home established. Another very important tool that we're going to need right off the bat is a furnace. Now a furnace is made up of 8 pieces of cobblestone, as you can see right here. If you remember, I've decided to add another layer of complexity. So I also have to worry about hydration. So I need to build something that's going to store water, such as a glass bottle or a canteen. Now that I have enough stone to do so, I'm going to level up my pickaxe to a stone pickaxe for more efficiency. Now that my pickaxe has been upgraded, it's time to dig out the rest of my home, and let's see if there's any resources laying around like coal, iron, or maybe some diamond that will definitely come in handy as I progress later on in the game. So the one resource I was really hoping to get while I was in here, which unfortunately I wasn't able to get that much luck, is some coal. Now, coal is very, very important. We're going to need it for so many things, so I'm going to run around and see what I can find. And hopefully, with any luck, I can get it before nighttime. Unfortunately, that trip was, well, a waste of time. And in Minecraft, that just so happens to be most of what we do. So, it's okay. I'm not really in a position to where I can take no for an answer, so I got to get back out even though it's getting dark, and fortunately for me, I was able to find some coal. Now, if you're interested in learning how to make coal faster, subscribe to my YouTube channel, go to the short section, and watch the video called Minecraft Hack. Now that I have enough coal, I'm going to head back to my house. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the front entryway to make sure no monsters can come in, and then build me a campfire. And to build a campfire, you need 3 sticks aligned like this in a triangle, 3 pieces of raw wood, put a coal in the middle, and then you have successfully made a campfire. Next step is to find a place to put my campfire. So I'm going to find a place that makes it feel nice and cozy. So we're going to put it over here. Okay, so now I need to get some torches. And to make a torch, you just need a piece of coal and a stick, and then you'll get 4 torches, just like this. And I'm going to go ahead and make me a bunch of them. With all these torches, I'm going to go ahead and put them throughout my base, because the last thing that I want is zombies or skeletons or whatever to spawn in my home. Okay, so let's go ahead and put my chest down, and let's talk about building a bed. Building a bed takes 3 pieces of wool, 3 pieces of wood, and there you have it. When putting your bed down, remember that you have to have 2 squares for it to lay on. So I'm going to find a nice place. How about here? Today's primary focus needs to be on gathering water, because if you look below, you'll notice that my hydration is starting to diminish, and if it gets too low, my health bars will also go down with it. So in order to get a canteen, I need leather. To get leather, well, I need to kill some animals. So we're going to start with this horse. And I hate to say it, but he's got to go. And just for those of you out there that think I hate horses, that's actually not the case. So let's actually pretend that didn't happen, and we're going to cut this scene. Perfect. You need 4 pieces of leather to make a canteen, and I have just enough. So now I'm going to go ahead and round up some more food, because I know I'm going to need it later. And seeing as how there's more cows here, we'll go ahead and utilize them for more leather and more food. Okay, so if you're just starting this year and you're brand new to Minecraft and you think that you have the skill to take on a buffalo, let me tell you right now, don't do it. It's not worth it. Here's why. Okay, so maybe that wasn't the best example, but I was just trying to illustrate a point that buffaloes can be dangerous, and if you don't know what you're doing, you need to stay away. So what actually happened to this young lady? Well, after the attack, the girl's family rushed her to the Old Faithful Lodge, where park emergency medical providers assessed and treated her injuries. Subsequently, she was transferred to the Old Faithful Clinic for further examination. Fortunately, the girl was released and made a full recovery. Awesome. That is what I want to hear. I know her situation really sucked at the moment, and I hope she can look back and forgive the animal for just being an animal, and I'm just very happy for her and her family. Feeling pretty courageous. Let's see if I can take this buffalo. Yeah, nope. This wasn't the best decision. Oh my goodness. And that's what you get. Okay, so now that we made that terrible mistake and you realize that facing a buffalo when you're not ready is not a good decision, let's actually head back to our house and continue on with building our canteen for water. In order to make a canteen, let's go into our crafting table. Let's grab our leather, put them around in a diamond shape like this, 4 pieces, and there you have it. If you feel like you're learning something from this episode, do me a favor, smash that like button, comment, and don't forget to subscribe. Let's go ahead and make some more canteens. I have extra leather, so why not? Because the last thing that I want to happen is when I'm out exploring, I need water and I'm just too far away from the water source, and then I start to die. So what I'm going to do is go out to a nearby water spot and fill up these canteens and start drinking the water. Now I want you to notice that once I drink this water from this canteen, look what happens to my hydration. It's green. Now, what does this mean? This means that the water is not purified, so essentially, it actually hurts me and makes me dehydrate a little bit quicker. So I need to fix that. And really, the only way to fix it is to purify your water. In my experience, I've actually found it pretty helpful if you actually make glass bottles. And this is one of the reasons I made glass before, because sometimes after you make glass bottles and you drink the water, it doesn't actually hurt your dehydration. So to make a glass bottle, we're going to put 3 pieces of glass down just like this, and there you have it. 3 pieces of glass makes 3 bottles. If you notice below that fire sign, that means, well, I'm burning to death. So I need to go ahead and hydrate with a little bit of water that I have, get out of the shade, and then go and collect more water. Now that I'm here, I'll fill up my water bottles, but I'll make it quick before nighttime. After I collect my water, I will then head back to my house. Nighttime is here, the sun's not out, so I'm no longer burning. This is the good thing. At this point, let's recap. We've gone through how to make a sword, how to make an axe, how to make a pickaxe, how to make a fire, how to make a canteen, and how to make a glass water bottle. So now that we have that covered, I'm going to go ahead and put some torches out. Oh yeah, and torches. Oh, check this out. I'm now starting to freeze. So what does this mean? This is why I made the campfire, because as it gets dark, I will freeze naturally. So I have this out. All I have to do is stay by it and we're capiche. From here, we're just going to go ahead and rest the night out, and we'll start again tomorrow. So, crazy surprise this morning. I didn't see, apparently there was a creeper somewhere around. And I was just going back into my house and then out of nowhere, bam! Yeah, that part startled me pretty good. I now find myself in a situation where I'm starting to burn. And I'm a bit confused because if you notice, the sun's not out. It's completely covered by shade and I'm still burning. So I just ran right deep into this little cave / hut that I have here to really try and get out of the sun. And I had to wait for a little bit, but it did help. I was able to replenish some hydration. That was nice. But then as I ran out, I ran into a creeper, which leads me to my next quick tip. Creepers can survive during the day, so always be on the lookout. After you establish a base, it's very important that you go out and find yourself a cave like this one, because the caves, they're going to provide the extra resources like gold, diamond, and iron that you're going to need to survive later on in the game. So let's check this one out, see what we can find. Well, there was nothing really in that cave that I needed, so instead I headed out, grabbed some more food, and then I came across this village. Now villages, they can provide exceptional resources if you know what to look for and you know what you're doing. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go ahead and explore some of these homes. Now, as I look around here, I don't really see much of anything, and that's okay. Sometimes these villagers, they can often do things like trading some emeralds for things like bread. And that can really come in handy if you find yourself in a pinch. I'm not going to do that yet. We're going to keep exploring. See this bed? I could use that too if I needed it, but I already have one, so we don't need to worry about that either. Now this building looks interesting. Is there anything in here that I could use? Nope, not really. And again, villager wants to trade, but I don't have what he needs, and I'm not going to do that right now. So we'll just go ahead and head into this house. And look at this, a blast furnace. Let's talk about what this is and why this can be crucial later on in the game. Blast furnaces were added in the Village and Pillage update in early 2019. They smelt ore, blocks, tools, and armor just like regular furnaces. However, they work twice as fast as regular furnaces do. They'll chew through a pile of iron or gold ore like there's no tomorrow, yielding a shiny stack of ingots. There's a cool little history lesson for you. However, there's nothing I can really use with it now, so I'm going to go ahead, exit out of there, and say goodbye to this town for now, head across the river, and head back to my house. I know I need to get back in that cave soon, so let's get prepared. I'm going to go ahead and finish up the final pieces for my little home here, prepare some food, make sure I have enough water because we're heading back in that cave and we're not going to come up unless we absolutely need to. So let's take off and head to the cave. All right, so now we're here. The goal here is to build some type of shelter. I want to establish that right away. That way, as I start collecting resources, I don't need to keep running them back up to my house. It just doesn't make a lot of sense for time management. So if I build something down there, I can store it down there. And when I'm all done, it's all in one place. I just have to go and collect it and bring it back up to the surface. I'm in a bad position now because not only am I burning, somehow I'm burning even though the sun's down, there's now mobs coming. Because it's dark down here, remember, because it's dark, mobs are going to continue to spawn. And that leads me to my next quick tip. To keep the mobs from spawning, especially in a cave, throw torches out because if it's light out, they're not going to be able to spawn. Early on in the game, whenever you have an opportunity like this to get coal, just go ahead and round it up because coal is a very valuable resource. And then be sure you watch out for monsters like this one because they can just come out of nowhere and scare the heck out of you. And let's not forget about spiders. That's right, they're always lurking in the background. Fortunately for me, I was pretty observant, so I was able to take him down before he was able to do any serious damage. All right, come on, guy. Definitely make sure that you bring enough food, especially if you're going to be exploring for a while. Yeah, don't throw it out like I just did. If you're going to be exploring for a while, make sure that you have enough food, because if you get lost, you need to make sure you're able to survive, because mobs, they get pretty crazy down here. Now that I've semi-constructed a home down here, I'm gonna go ahead and get myself a chest so I can start putting some unnecessary items inside that chest. And then after that, get me a crafting table and put some lights out. Now I can live with this. I mean, this is cozy, it's decent, it's not the best, but it's good enough. For now, I'll just go ahead and take these blocks out because this is where eventually I'm going to be putting a door, but for now, we'll just put a block down. I haven't made any doors yet, and this should definitely suffice for the time being. I made a very bad mistake. I put one block out there and look what happened. Unbeknownst to me, a zombie decided to pay me a visit while I was in my chest. And this leads me to my next quick tip. Be sure that if you have a weapon on hand, that it's not going to break after a couple of uses like mine did. It's very annoying and it can get really frustrating, especially when you're in the heat of the moment and there's more monsters like this that just decide to keep creeping up on you. I can't keep having zombies just randomly pop up on me, so I need to make a door. And to make a door, you need 6 pieces of wood aligned like this, and then you have a door. Okay, so I don't have everything I need quite yet. I do need quite a bit more water. So at this point, I feel it's just best if I just head out of the cave because I don't have a bed in here. Go back to my house, stay the night. Obviously, watch out for that spider. Stay the night, and then tomorrow what I'll do is I'll head down to the water, get a bunch of water. That way I can go back to the cave and stay down there a little bit longer. So it's morning. I'm going to head out. I'm going to grab me some water. That way I'm ready for my next adventure. If I'm going to be able to survive in the cave for a handful of days, I need to make sure that I have enough water, food, and wood, because it's pretty close to impossible to find wood in a cave. It's not completely impossible, but it is pretty hard. So today I'm going to venture off and see how much wood I can gather, so that way when I go back down to the cave, I don't need to worry about coming back to the surface because, well, I ran out of wood, because we don't want that. I got lost. I was running literally everywhere trying to find some wood and I lost my coordinates. So for now, I'll just drink some water, collect my thoughts, and find my way back. See, now this is a good moment because I know where I live once I got to the village. So I use the village as kind of like a center point, a beacon if you will, to find my way back to my house. It's getting close to dark, so I need to make sure I get back there quickly because, well, we all know what happens at nighttime. The mobs start coming out. Now that I've successfully made it back, I'm just going to prepare some food, stay the night, and then head back to the caves tomorrow. So here we are, new morning, new day, new opportunity. Let's head back down to the caves to explore because we really need to get some iron armor to protect ourselves down here. So now that we're here, I'm going to head back to my house. Oh, look at this. And there's a creeper waiting for me. Let me go ahead and take care of him real quick. All right, now he's out of the way. I'm going to head back in here. So thankful I made that door. One of the biggest things I was happy I got was more water. I found myself just going back to the surface, gathering water. And look at this creeper waiting for me outside. I know he's here. Oh, look at it. There he is. All right, let's take care of him. Draw him away from the house. I don't want him blowing up my house. Okay, so I'm okay with that. Wow, that was a close one. Do you remember earlier when I mentioned that you need to put torches down because the mobs won't spawn when there's light? Well, this is why. Because they just keep popping up everywhere. Every opportunity that I get, I'm putting one down because as soon as I turn my back, there's another mob just waiting for me. All right, I'm going to take him out, place some more torches down over here, and be very vigilant looking for iron. I made some pretty good progress. Put a lot of torches out. I feel good about that. But I need to head back in and be very vigilant of my thirst because I'm getting thirsty, and the more thirsty I am, my heart bars go down. So drink some water, head back out, get some coal. And while I'm gathering more coal, looking for iron, obviously take care of the mobs that come into play as well. Somehow I just keep passing up iron like this. You know, when you're in this state of mind where you're trying to survive and you got monsters coming at you, it's easy to pass up. Time to head back up. Need some more water. I think I'm just going to collect some more sand. So what I did is collected 44 blocks, which should be plenty, headed back to the house, and then from here, I went and made some more glass bottles. Now these glass bottles I'm going to fill up with water and then bring back down to the cave so I can be more prepared. Now that we're ready, let's go down. So again, let's be mindful. We're going to head down here, and we know there's mobs, but we have to be on the lookout for iron. I just keep passing it up like this. I'm feeling pretty lucky right now because I haven't ran into a lot of mobs, so it's been pretty easy exploring. And as soon as I said that, of course, I run into a spider. I find these spiders to be somewhat challenging because they're so agile, and right when you think you're going to hit them, they miss, and then they just get right around you. So sometimes just back up, take your time, and just be very proficient about your hits. This leads me to my next quick tip. Never, ever, ever think that you can't be humble, because as soon as you do, these guys jump out at you. Now, these little buggers pack a heck of a punch, and they're hard to take down, so be careful. All right, a couple more shots here. I should have them. Oh, the creeper almost blew him up, but I got him. Okay, so now that I've cleared that out, I remember there was some iron over here, so let me drink some water, head over here. Here we go. I'm gonna go ahead, take this zombie down real quick. Oh, look at this. Did you see that? That's not good. That is a skeleton. Actually, a skeleton archer. Probably the most annoying mob to me. Because I have the toughest nails mod on, I really have to take my time. So I headed back to the house, ate some food, drank some water, and then decided to head back out. Last time I was out, I was able to retrieve a little bit of iron, so I'm on a mission to get some more. But first, let me try and take care of this skeleton. And again, these guys are tough. Man, I'm getting pretty close to dying here. I really have to be careful. Jeez. Okay. Whew, I got him. Oh, and look at this, of course. Why would I throw my sword out? That was dumb. Don't do that. I take that back. It was actually an axe. So I picked it up, and I'm going to take this guy down. Okay, he's down. I see some iron. Let me try and grab it. Zombie in front of me, and it should be... Oh! Of course, there's a skeleton behind me. Again, you always got to be checking your back because you never know. I'm going to head back to the house. I need to regain my heart, so I'm going to eat some food, drink some water. And somehow, look at this. This little zombie got in here. I tell you, you got to be careful around these guys. I swear he opened that door. Despite being heavily attacked, I was able to get 7 pieces of iron. Awesome. So with this iron, I'm going to first start with building me a shield. Now, to make a shield, you need 7 pieces of wood laid out like this with a piece of iron at the top, and you'll see you have a shield ready to be made. The shields really help protect against skeletons, so I'm going to go ahead and make another one just to make sure I don't die when I'm out there on the battlefield. So now that we have our shields, let's head back out. This mission for iron seems to be a little bit more challenging than what I had hoped for. I mean, no matter how many torches I lay out, these mobs just keep spawning. Spiders, skeletons, zombies, you name it. But I have some luck. I was able to retrieve some more iron. Despite what I went through to get that iron, it was totally worth it. So let's head back to the base and take the iron that we have, put it in the furnace, smelt it down so it's ready to be made for more armor. So I'm going to get some more torches, then head back out. Now that we're out here, I'm going to keep laying these torches out. I'm tired of these mobs just respawning, and I really want them to go away so I can get the resources that I need. So I'm just going to keep laying them down, and there's really no direction here. Just put them in circles or wherever I go. Just, oh, look at this, another skeleton. So let's go ahead and use this shield that we made, because this is really going to help us. So now he's just attacking the shield and not hitting me. Remember before how I kept getting hit? Right? Now the shield's taking the damage. And this just makes it so much easier. Okay, a couple more hits here and he'll be down. Yep. Hit, block, hit, block. Got him. Now remember to be careful. Don't get too greedy as you start putting your torches out, because the further you go into the caves, remember there's more mobs. The more darkness, the more mobs. So start small, work your way out. That's what I had to do. Luckily, I dodged that bullet. So now that I have some more iron, I'm going to head back and I'm going to craft some more armor so I can be prepared. Now, in order to make a sword, we need 1 stick and 2 pieces of iron laid out just like this. To make an iron chest plate, we need 8 pieces of iron laid out just like this. And then you'll see to the right, we now have ourselves a set of iron armor. I'm feeling a lot more confident now that I have an iron sword, I have a shield, some iron armor. Let's head back out and collect the last remaining pieces that we need to complete the set. So I'm gonna run out here and chase down some of these zombies. They're no longer much of a threat to me anymore. Actually, I'm not scared at all. Keep laying my torches out. And then check this out. What is this? I'm not entirely sure what's down there, but we're going to hold off for now. At this moment, I need to go and collect the remaining iron that I need. Oh, let's watch out for this creeper. All it takes is 1 creeper to ruin your day. So we're going to stay back, let them come to me, take them down, let them explode just like that. Okay. Look around, make sure no one else is coming. Oh, got a couple more zombies. Let me take these guys down real quick. And look at up there. You see that creeper? Despite all the danger, I was able to collect the last little bit of iron that I needed. So, heading back to the house. Once we get in, we're going to go ahead and finalize this iron armor so we can feel complete and safe. So, let's take these 11 pieces, smelt them down in the furnace, collect what we have, go under our crafting table, and make an iron helmet. In order to make an iron helmet, we need 5 pieces of iron stacked just like this, and then you'll see the iron helmet to the right. Alright, so we have just 2 pieces remaining. So let's head back out to the caves and see if we can collect the last little bit of iron that we need to complete the set. So I'm going to head back over here to this house. Now, I decided to actually not go in the house. I didn't feel I was ready yet because I really don't know what's in there. So I just collected some iron that I found nearby. Now, I finally have enough to make my leggings. So the set's almost complete. So let's go ahead, put it in the furnace, smelt it. Now let's talk about how to make leggings. Take 7 pieces of iron just like this, put it in your crafting table, and voila, you now have yourself a pair of leggings. Okay, so here we go. We're looking almost 100% complete. Last thing that we need is our boots. Now, I did find a little iron patch. I'm going to go ahead and retrieve that. But first, let me take the skeleton down. Again, I'm so thankful that I have this shield, because if I didn't, it'd be a lot more challenging. But because I do, I'll just be patient. Put the shield out, let him shoot, swipe at him, and there we go. Let me collect this iron real quick. All right. And now that we have it, put a few more torches out, head back to the base, and let's complete this set. Again, put the iron in there, smelt it down. When it's done, go to our crafting table, and let's make some boots. Boots are pretty simple. 4 pieces of iron just like this, and then you'll see the boots to the right. All right, so now that we're looking sweet, we have iron armor. I hope this video was helpful. If it was, again, do me a favor, smash that like button, comment, subscribe. All this stuff helps me out, so I know that you're engaged and you want me to put out more content. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you on part 2 real soon.